Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're there and excited for a great night of gaming between Feint and Gnomercy. This is Feint Gaming from the very surprising first week. Not surprising in a wow sense, but just this is a team that has potential. They are undefeated in the first week of ESEA, and they beat EVO Gaming as well as Hilton. And they're going to be proving themselves once more against a team that we were only seeing pretty much for the first time as far as the casting world goes. It's against Gnomercy. I'm Ro. Joining me tonight is Marxist as well as Azazel on production. Marxist, talk to the people.
Hey, good evening. We should have a pretty cool game here tonight. We've had some decent toss-ups so far that we've gotten to cast too, so hopefully this one goes out pretty well, but I think we may as well start running down the roster. I'll give you first pick, Ro.
Am I covering Feint?
Whichever one you want, man.
Let's do it then. Feint. Bam, right there. Alright, so we've got Sandblast as well as Phelps, named Happy Cool, as the scouts, Campy as the demo man, May as the medic, and Godfish, aka Delpo, if I'm not mistaken, unless that is really Goldfish. I'm so twisted when it comes to this.
On the website.
Alright, so that is actually the proper Goldfish, not Delpo, and Renga, aka Thor, as the soldier, playing the other half of that combo.
Alright, and on the other side, for Gnomercy, we've got Cookie Jake on med, Dingo on demo, Aim and Marmaduke Grills are your soldiers, and Yank and Slemnish are the scouts. So, should be a pretty cool game, I would say. Sandblast is unexpectedly good scout for how short a time he's been in Invite. So, look for some cool duels there. Goldfish has been around at least a little while. Ranga is an old timer, maybe not necessarily to Invite, but he has been around for a very long time, and should at least, we'll hope, give the experience of Marmaduke a little bit of a run. Campy and Dingo, both pretty good demos of recent extraction, I would say. So
yeah, it's going to be good to see these guys in their own setting, apart from the standard, the usual crowd, as we would like to say. So this will be a great opportunity to see if Marmaduke Grills, with a new spit shine of a team, can prove himself. See if he can dethrone Feint Gaming that has already shaken up the Invite rosters so far. I'm very excited to see what they can pull together for this match tonight on Sunshine.
Yeah, and Sunshine's usually a bit of a toss-up as far as maps go. It is not a map that has a really formulaic sort of system to it where everyone has played it a ton. And as a fun little side note, both of these teams are currently undefeated. So somebody's going to take the L tonight. And I think we might have a vote going on in chat. I could be wrong about that. As to which one will be holding the L at the end of the night. So you take your pick. I'm going to put my money on Gnomercy probably being the winners here tonight.
Ooh.
But you never know. I did play a bit with an early proto version of Feint, like right at the end of the last Invite season, for like 2 nights before I decided I couldn't commit to scrimming. And they were pretty decent there. Goldfish was sort of the center of communications.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how they behave should Goldfish die. Because sometimes the play gets a little bit weaker when your main caller is not on the field.
Well, we have all 12 players in, and players just need to be readied up, and we'll be getting underway. I'm not 100% clear, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I only play Colo. Is Aim? Yes? No?
We'll find out. It could possibly be Aim.
Then Junie from Spy Kids would be...
Yeah, that's definitely, because I have Marmaduke on my friends list.
Gotcha. So there you have it. The soldiers are the awkward aliases, and the match is going live right now with the green text going. This is the second week of ESEA. Kicking things off with two undefeated
Cookies on
teams,
crits,
Fake Gaming.
right to start. So that's either a big risk right out the gate or infinite confidence.
Yes, and we do see an early start from the demo man. That is, I believe, whatever his name is. Taking the heels and working his way over to the point now, sticking off the players on the opposing Tetris, and we got a flank around coming from Goldfish, who's meeting up with Marmaduke Grills. Meanwhile, the rest of the fighting is happening on top of the point. The heels are going over to Camp God, who's trying to free up some room for the rest of his scouts to come in. Right now, rushing forward, trying to get a little bit of the advantage. Here comes the Crits Creek, catching off Magnetic, and that's going to be able to take that down. But Cookie Meister gets taken down almost instantly by Phelps. Follow up from Campy, able to take things out. Slemnish now rotating over to the cafe, gonna be rotating for some heals. And oh no, it's not gonna be looking good there. I believe AIM just got taken down, and a follow up from Phelps, taking on Slemnish. Even though they lost their medic Faye, Fake Gaming have taken the midpoint and are looking to maybe make something else happen with Ranga about to catch the demo man. No, that's gonna be a follow up from Phelps. And that's gonna be the mid fight. Very interesting exchange.
Yeah, and that's gonna hurt because Dingo's gonna be dead forever. That was kind of a botched crits. Yeah, they killed the med, but when you run crits, you need to have some other combat class around so that when the medic inevitably gets pressured, you have some non-demo man class to deal with it. They are actually trying to stand and fight here on second though row, which is a little bit unexpected. And they're gonna pick up Ranga to start things off, but then Yike is gonna go down to the stickies of Campy, and that'll be the end of that. So we'll now be headed into a proper last defense. We'll see what they break out. They've already got Marmaduke in.
Gonna be a crucial 7th player in this numbers disadvantage. And as much as you can call it a normal hold, Junie from Spy Kids, what is this name? I'm so lost right now. Forgive me.
That's Dingo.
This is. Why am I saying that? Of course it's Dingo. It's the only other demo man in this room. Dingo was fairly disconnected for pretty much the entire setup that Gnomercy has put themselves through. As right now, we do see some initiation here in the top left, top right, whatever you want to call it. This upper area in the lobby area. We got a follow-up from Ranga. He's going to be going desperately in. Connects a very great rocket there, but dies instantly thanks to the help of the sentry.
Yeah, and with Slemnish already being dead so quickly there's no real opportunity for a big force play. We do see Dingo getting a little froggy there though, so trying to get some traction going. And I hear, yeah, Marmaduke is building the full load here. He's got a teleporter and a dispenser. I always like using teleporters on stairways because spies have to hop over them. But we're going to have another trade out here with Happy Cool, Phelps, and Slemnish trading out, essentially. Ooh, Ranga's going to go down. And it looks like AIM is going to make it out. Arrow saves his life. So they might try to do something off of that.
Yeah, and they are going to start picking things through as they almost had Goldfish lets up for just a moment, and that might have been just enough for AIM to work his way through. Slemnish now going to be peeking as well, trying to see if he can take the best of it, maybe catch the cycle of the rocket spam and just run in when there are no rockets coming through. And right now he's going to probably be met up with some opposition here as they are working their way in. Fake Gaming retaking the lobby control and potentially going to be sending someone in, such as...
It's happening.
Who they're going to send in.
On Spy. So he's creeping along here. He's right behind the med, essentially. But he's uncloaked. Oh, and he gets the med there. So that was really well done. They brought in a distraction, and the rocket's explosions pretty much coincided exactly with Phelps' decloak. So
yeah, the back. He's going to start the back after in this Uber exchange. And now the Uber goes off, takes out the sentry, but now they're doubling back to try and take off Phelps, who's actually managed to entirely cap the point, completely uncontested. Finally goes down, and with that cap, it's going to slow everything down. Opportunity here for Dingo to fight off with the rest of his team, but there's no heals, and it's being a very desperate attempt from Slemnish to walk forward. Takes out Goldfish, grabs an arrow, and starts the recap for the third time on the second point. This point is exchanging hands very quickly, and now they managed to take all these frags over here towards Cafe and work their way towards getting into the point. Ranga, who's going to have an opportunity here to maybe get a force or catch someone out, is going to have to be the initiator here.
Yeah, they are well, we're looking at some kind of a play here, but I don't see one really developing. And they're just going to cap this one out. Sandblast will get a forward spawn, but we'll see. Ubers are even currently. Everything looks pretty typical so far, so it doesn't look like anybody's going to run anything too wacky here. And I think we're on Uber on both teams, yep. So we'll see what they choose to do. We might see a good old-fashioned Marmaduke bomb.
That's actually a lot of...
they're trying to do. Never mind.
This is going to be a really good opportunity for Campy to push forward with the rest of his team, and actually this is a good opportunity. Double Soldier Bomb kind of coming in here, causing a little bit of a havoc here. Goldfish gets disconnected almost entirely and gets taken down by Dingo, and the rest of the players, the heels rather, are getting really caught out here, as they're now on retreat after losing Phelps as well to that botched sort of aggression that did not really capitalize. There was a disconnection there between May and Goldfish. And right now, Campy finding some initiation here with some follow-up on the aim. He's going to grab the pack here. Follow-up bomb from Marty Grills gets piped by Campy. He's actually going to track through the shutter. Barely gets it out. And the heels are going to be able to save that. It's going to be sticking out that the shutter. Right now, initiation potentially from Dingo as he's taking the lower lobby area.
Yeah, and the wacky thing there is neither team exchanged Uber. Both teams just had Uber and slowly backed away from each other. So, strange decision there, I would say, but maybe they felt Goldfish was too hurt to initiate a proper, let's see if we can do this hero Uber. So now they're trapped on last. They've got Sandblast and Phelps on off classes. Bomb came in, did not touch Cookie. And we'll see what they do now. Sandblast is really aggressively peeking. As is Goldfish, to be honest. Whoa!
They're pushing.
Rango almost kills everyone. But no blind deaths from Dingo.
Very fortunate there. We do see actually the sniper plus engineer was being used for just a moment before he switched off, using the teleporter to give himself a little bit of a boost to kind of see over the top and look over down this right hallway. But right now we do see Marmaduke Grills mostly unnoticed.
Yeah, well, totally unnoticed, I'd say. But yeah, they are out and about. They may know about him, because there was some player on Spy there for Red for a while. I don't remember which one it was.
Sandblast.
Yes.
Who's now on the scout again, but Yai, who just came up to the point, is able to get a lot of time on it right away, and there's no initiation from either player. The Spy is still a factor here. As he's sitting behind the point, he does spot out Campy, but he would neglect to do the right thing and gets taken down. The Ubers are exchanging onto the point. Ranga being able to pick up onto Marmaduke Grills, the Spy, and now it's a follow-up from the players from the spawn. It's Faint Gaming's desperate attempt right now to hold on to things, just May alive, and that's going to be the round. Unfortunately, that was a really big misplay from Faint Gaming to let Yite walk in for free, get the cap, and then fight with the cap already 2/3 done. Just a recipe for disaster.
The weird thing, Ro, is that there were several points during that Uber where they could have just walked on the point because there was nothing on it. They actually made it harder than it had to be.
Faint Gaming currently on the back foot, 0-1. They're going to need to be able to do something different here to try and take the lead again, tie things up. We do see initiation from her aim, who is rotating around the back. We do see Slemnish and Cookie Maestro crumbling to Faint Gaming as the double soldier bomb is very strong there. Campy gets taken down, but that's not going to be enough. That's the desperate attempt from the Temple Mandingo. Not going to be able to finish it off because Sandblast sitting on his 3rd kill here. It's Marmaduke Grills, who's right around the corner, going to be able to initiate in just a moment. As he does jump over, they're ready for it. The bomb comes through, and May actually gets connected onto, but stays alive with a nice little radar there, that intuition towards that bomb.
Yeah, and a bit of help from the skybox as well, because that archway will block you, and that's pretty much what happened to Marm there, as he got trapped. But now we have a complete reversal with full Uber advantage coming in here. And then we'll see if the 7th player can slow it down. Wow, Dingo gets killed right away, so that's going to help their case. Lots of pressure on the point and a heavy as well. So this looks like this is going to be an easy peasy hold, bro.
Just barely holding on to it. Yite with a full buff was able to walk forward and tear down some players. It's a follow-up from Slemnish, able to pistol down Campy and not even retaliated. And he's going to be rotating to the staircase. Onto the patio now is capping it off. The cap did not go off, but they want to commit to this. Godfish jumping out to the point now. And Happy Cool also giving up the aggression, cleaning up Slemnish, who was very low on health, pushing onto the point. Cookie Maestro almost got taken down there as he's in a double-digit, very low double-digit health there. And it's an initiation from Ranga, who gets cleaned up very quickly by a combination of a pipe and Yite.
Yeah, I don't really know what Ranga was supposed to be doing there, because his team was not in position to play off of that. Maybe they're just trying to bait them forward so Sandblast can get in easier? They're gonna Uber out, which is usually not a really great play. But Goldfish is gonna die, but it doesn't matter. There was a backcapping spy. So I don't know how that's a meta level play.
Yep, Sandblast on the tail end of a botched, more or less botched lobby push, or whatever you want to call it, just found his way behind. Right now, Dingo sitting on very low health, going to be able to connect onto Campy, who's at very low health, going to take an arrow there to heal up very quickly and initiate aim, getting a nice rocket onto Sandblast, who gets chipped away and craters on top of it, but Ranga is following up and able to take down Dingo as well as Slemnish now. What else can happen here? Fang Gaming is in the driver's seat, but no, Megan's taken down by Marmaduke Grills. Great play from there. Ranga currently sitting at 3 kills this mid-fight. Yite almost gets taken down. Rockets flying over to Cookie Maestro, almost taking him down. The spam is very strong to Ranga, who's holding on to a very strong and very capable mid.
Yep, and we'll see now what they're going to try to do here, because you need to get the team assembled and get ready to push to mid with your Uber advantage. And there's nobody lagging behind, so you're going to have to push into all 6 people. They're going to do terrible things to you when you try to get there. And it looks like they're actually going to go through Cafe. And so far so good, though. We'll see what happens here. Ranga's jumping right on it. Cookie's going to drop. So there we go. Ranga makes the big play, and that may break this, but they're going in anyways. Sandblast is going to fall. It's kind of unfortunate the team chose to run away from the Cookie drop, because they may have won this fight. They may still win this fight, Ro.
Marmaduke Grills currently sitting there, getting kind of disconnected from Slemnish, who was his partner in crime. Now Ranga's going to be following up, and what a streak he's been going on. Can he get one more rocket? No, there was a health pack, but wow, what a meat shot from Phelps. Doing absolutely max damage there to kill a 100 health Marmaduke Grills, and now the respawns from Gnomercy are sitting on the second point. Sandblast is poking his head in, trying to see what can happen, and actually Goldfish might get caught out here. Might be able to get out of the way, but a follow-up off from Ranga might be able to make something happen. No, he's just going to get killed himself, baiting one another. It was a very terrible, terrible spiral there right now. And now with no explosive classes whatsoever, Faint Gaming are going to have to forfeit the midpoint.
Yeah, Scout does not perform well in 3v6 situations in transition. The end of a mid, maybe, though. So now we've got Blue pushing through Cafe, and they decide to back out. That may have been a bit premature. They, I think somebody hit tabbed and saw they were all alive, even though none of them were, 3 of them were missing. But now we've got Uber versus Uber here. So far, we haven't had any real tremendous stalemates. Everybody's kind of played into each other's hands. So we'll see what's going to happen now. Yite is the one leading the charge over in flank, or cauliflower, whatever you like to call it. And maybe it's slowing down, actually.
Yeah, things have managed to equalize out. They did have an opportunity, but realized that all these players were alive. Couldn't really capitalize on no crit heals, and right now we do see a big buff going over to AIM, who has found an opportunity to walk forward. He's getting juggled just a tiny bit. Oh my goodness, all the spam! He's barely going to be able to stay alive there, and actually it's Marmaduke Grills who is part of that initiation. Ranga's going to be following up very quickly, pressure Cookie Drake, but no, it's not going to be enough. He gets taken down by a very well-prepared Dingo.
Yeah, I think that was just a simple counter sack, and it didn't really turn out. And, well, Goldfish kind of getting a little bit of the heat over here in Cafe. I'm surprised they didn't try to pursue that more strongly, because when he got bounced like that, you're basically powerless if you get rushed. But, no go there, and we're actually going to see the Marmaduke Sniper So we're going real slow now, We're going for that pick, but Sandblast is on Spy, so he likely knows. Yeah, and then he switches to Sniper as well for a moment in time.
Nice little
so
176.
They know all about it.
Body shot brings out onto poor Campy, but with that thought he's able to stay alive, and now they know about it. Marmaduke Girls is trying to get this angle, but this angle is probably one of the worst in the game. there is no angle, essentially. It's just kind of one of those things where you can peek for it. And right now, Marmaduke Girls has been consistently juggled by the Rockets, and there's so much pressure going on. They don't want to commit to spamming it and staying too close, and now Sandblast might even get caught out here. No, he's got a little bit of support, and he doesn't peek for too long. But right now, it's looking like Marmaduke Girls is trying to find another angle to work with. You get eyes on a soldier maybe out of position, perched up. And right now, the soldier, Goldfish, is trying to initiate from the choke point. Doesn't spot out the soldier, and actually that's Rango over the flank who spots it out, calls it out for his team, and now Marmaduke Girls has a little bit of freedom here with Yite trying to get a little bit of room here as well.
Yep, trying to get that shot. This particular point is one of the hardest as Sniper. Because it feels like you can see a lot of things, mainly because of the chain link fence, but there's really not a lot that you can actually shoot from any of these locations. Marm is really deep in the flank now, though, and that may be just what the doctor ordered. And there it goes, headshot onto May. So easy
Through
peasy.
another person's body.
Yeah, through another person's body.
Remarkable. Thanks, Machina.
Yep, it was a good weapon. So here we go. That's the end of Feint's hold for the most part, most likely. Unless something magical occurs. And it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Goldfish goes in to try to stop it. Sandblast is already on last building a 7
Going to be very crucial into this next push. If they can delay long enough, even waste most of the Uber on the sentry alone, it'll be enough to maybe take this through, but it's in kind of a position where it'll go down very quickly as they are looking to be playing this position aggressively. They do call it out and use the Uber, taking out the gun instantly, and now working their way towards it. They have a sniper playing in the back. He's actually going to get killed, or tries to kill Renga, tries to kill the sniper, gets taken down, and now they have the backwards position of a sniper plus the forward position of all their classes to get the pressure off, but no, Goldfish able to connect a great rocket, able to take down Aim as well as Cookie in 2 great rockets, and now it's going to be a hold for Feint Gaming as it's just Marmaduke Girls and Dingo who's currently on the retreat.
Yeah, they pulled that one out by the skin of their teeth, bro. It was looking pretty dim. And we're actually going to see a trade out, a demo for a pocket. I'd say Goldfish got the better end of the trade. And we still have that Marm sniper, though, which could come into play at some point. He's standing, but no, nobody's really doing too much. Ranga's going to have the ignominy of dying to an arrow, though. Oh, again! So he was just standing out there waiting, and down goes May to a deft kneecap shot.
Fortunate for May, this is a really big demotivator for your team when your medic drops twice in a row, and now you basically have the no fourth will to hold on to this last point with an Uber disadvantage and potentially another good push, but we're going to see what they can do about this, trying to keep the pressure up, but no, Goldfish gets taken down by a peeking Marmaduke Grills, who's also trying to get one more shot as well. Almost connects onto the Engineer Sandblast, but it's not going to be enough. The pressure spam from Campy is not going to be enough to slow it down, and now they're ready to push their way in. Cookie going to be forcing the Uber right away, trying to keep the players alive. We're going to be following the jumping wild Aim right here, as he's not finding any opportunities here. The scouts are going to be able to pincer on the Phelps and take that out, and it's kind of a disconnect of all the explosive classes, but Goldfish on his 3rd kill able to stop all the scouts as well as the first player he killed. I didn't catch who it was. The medic, I would assume. Working their way back to the point now, trying to recap this 2nd point before a scout, or rather Marmaduke Grills rotating underneath, gets taken down. The 4th kill to Goldfish, and it's just Dingo putting up a sticky trap on top of the point.
Marm finally went down. They just didn't have enough firepower in that push. Everybody came in really spread out, and it showed because they got focused down, and Feint rightly played their way through that to just pick out different little groups of players. And since they got early enough frags, they couldn't force pressure onto the point, but now May's coming in with full Uber. Campy's going to go down in a sticky trap, though, and the Uber is going to end up being forced. Will anyone else die? No, Dingo is taken out, though, at least for their trouble. And AIM manages to survive by an arrow or a health pack. I didn't catch which, but maybe only temporarily. Nope. Goldfish is going to go down as well, and they're falling apart now. May's going to get caught out in flowers and be destroyed. 2-on-1 scout situation. Who's the DM god? Oh, it didn't happen.
You're getting dominated.
What a crazy exchange from these players, and now Gnomercy is looking to take the second point, and not going to be able to go into the last point just yet. Going to have to wait for all their players, naturally. But they've got the Uber advantage, and not quite enough of a numbers advantage because the respawns are just now coming up. But Uber's enough.
Yeah, Uber is usually enough, but we've seen multiple failures on that front. There is a Ranga really peeking in there, but no, didn't see whatever it was he was looking for. This Uber is taking a long time.
Uber does go off, and now they're going to be working their way towards the right side of the respawn. They're getting some time on the point, but the scouts are coming to stop it, and now they're rotating over. Sandblast able to take down AIM and follow up onto Marmaduke Grills. Can he grab a third one? No, it's going to be Goldfish picking up Yite, and that's basically another full wipe with Dingo and Cookie practically all the way on the choke point.
Yeah, I don't get the plan on that. Like, they pressure the point early with the scout, and there was no one to kill the people that responded. It's like the team was just gone. I don't know where they went, Ro.
Exactly. Yakety on the sniper at a very bad time because the push came in through the alleyway, and now Sandblast taking the very tail end of that Uber, not going to be able to connect onto anyone else there, but it's going to be a follow-up from Ranga, who's hiding more or less. He does get spotted out and called out, going to be rotating back to get some heals, and now Feint Gaming almost gets the cap. It's nipple hairs away from being capped. Unfortunately, Camp God gets sniped by Yite, actually able to stay alive during that Uber exchange. The Uber gets forced off onto Cookie Jake in a desperate attempt to save someone, I assume, because he's at full health.
Yeah, maybe it was for Savior. I think maybe the other thought he may have had was that Yite was probably going to die. And oh, the back cap surprise! It's going to get blocked just barely, though. He's still running around there as Phelps. That was the best possible distraction. Because Ranga's going to be alive now. The Ubers are tight enough, they may just assume that May has Uber and will not push. So they're going to wait on Yite to do stuff here as Sniper.
Much more forgiving in terms of getting caught out by a great air shot from Ranga. The 1-2 punch. Excellent work by Ranga there. Having the luck to peek underneath the sight line of that positioning, and now he's going to have an opportunity to come in with the rest of the team as the Uber is forced off. Goldfish coming in at a very bad time, gets caught at the very tail end of that Uber, and now Ranga gets air shot, denying him the forward momentum. He's going to come forward and do a little bit of damage there, force the Uber off right away as Cookie is going to be flashing all over the place. He's definitely picking up some nice kills onto Phelps as well as Ranga. But now it's looking like Feint Gaming are going to be holding on to their second point for only a moment, or Marmaduke Grills can get this forward spawn with the rest of his team.
Yeah, that was a risky call by Goldfish there to try to go for the med at the end of that Uber. And either he assumed they had Uber and he was trying to force it, or he assumed they didn't and he was trying to get the frag, and instead it just kind of ruined their Uber. And then everybody died because they were so close to the choke to try to support him. And on the bright side though, May does have the Uber advantage, so they may try to use it, but I doubt it. Because that would be very risky behavior.
Yeah, risky business, especially with the position that Cookie was in. Not going to be enough to find an opportunity. Sandblast here, currently using a nice little double bait strat where Sandblast can have the freedom to snipe all across the lobby while Goldfish may peek his head out every now and then, maybe coax them into coming forward, and then Sandblast can shoot either the shutter or over in the upper lobby battlements area. And then if anyone pressures him, Ring is there to trap anyone who comes too far.
Yeah, he was peeking around there. He may not have seen anybody because we're cheaters and we have those health bars for casting usually. And so I think maybe it was just an aberration of our HUD that we saw people with Sandblast there. But now he's really peeking deep. Gonna try to go. Wow, gets kind of air suspended for a moment, but no, nothing doing there. And we'll see, because it's on the boys in blue here to do something.
Not really a lot of opportunities to come in with a tight hold on the top left area on the defensive side. They have a pretty good hold of every single angle. What they need to do, Gnomercy needs to do right now, is take advantage of their left side as they've taken down that teleporter. They have so much freedom on this side, and they can take out the sniper so easily if they just came forward with their demo man. Actually, initiation from Marmaduke Grills jumping in, gonna get taken down by the sentry, and as you can see, this position for Gnomercy in the lobby, when they're pushing the right side, they're just losing, guaranteed. There's too much to deal with. They need to work on the left side, just like they won the last round.
Sometimes it's hard to see what a team's doing. I bet after Marm jumped in there and saw what they're doing, maybe it'll change next time around. Sandblast is still on that sniper. Oh, well, actually, he's checking now to see what class Marm may have gone. I think he's going to be disappointed.
The cozy little soldier name.
Yeah.
And here he is, initiating, going right away into Ranga, connecting a little rocket there, staying in the forward spawn and able to catch out Sandblast there. Yite exchanged himself for the Sandblast kill there.
Yite was on top of May. It was great, but didn't manage to hit any of the team.
Poor Cookie Jake forced his Uber from Ranga, who rotated from the dungeon underneath, and now Ranga maybe might be able to get out, trying to connect some rockets, but not gonna be enough. Yike takes him down with some clean chipping away, following it up. And now with Ranga down, that's gonna be initiation here from Cookie. Even though they don't have the Uber, they do have the numbers, so they're gonna be working off that alone. Slemnish almost being able to do this without going down, but gets taken down, and with a full healthy heavy, it's gonna be really tough for Marmaduke Grills to work with the rest of his team here as he's reloading his rockets, keeping up the pressure, trying to cause some spam, but not going to be enough. And unfortunately, Dingo was a little bit too late to the party to take down that heavy weapons guy.
Yeah, very close though. The jump now comes to second. They may be able to fight this all the way through if they can get a kill. There we go. So there's the Ranga pick. There's a very hurt scout who's out of this fight now, and Campy is going to go down as well. Another scout's going to go down, and that may be the end of Feint Gaming here for this particular round. Scout pressure on the point. They're running across. No, there's nothing. So that will be a 2-1 going in for Gnomercy.
What an exciting season of Inbob we have. We've got at least 3 or 4, maybe even 5 big names all throughout the first 2 weeks we're seeing right now, showing a great show of force in terms of skill. And we're going into this next mid fight. Campy now working his way over to the right side, playing on the patio, connects a great sticky onto Dingo right away. This is going to be a great opportunity as Marmaduke Grills is kind of disconnected, and AIM is initiating almost desperately here as he takes a little bit of damage here. Going to be rotating over to the back, being healed up by Cookie Jake, and I think Feint Gaming has the positioning, but no, they've lost the players with no soldiers alive. It's going to be a really good opportunity here for the Kritzkrieg from May to make something happen, but no, it doesn't work, and Feint Gaming still has only Sandblast alive, who's desperate to get around here, and no, it's not going to be enough. Medics all exchanged and died there during the crits exchange. Down Cookie Jake and May also went down, so Gnomercy is going to take the midpoint.
Yeah,
Ubers are going to be even.
They did a weird thing where they kind of sold out Goldfish under and kind of just hoped he'd win a 1v1 down there to give him that advantage going into the crits. And it didn't work out for him, and then they kind of just had to pop it as things were. And it did not turn out. Crits is a bit harder to use than it used to be back in ye olden day. We also have some cookie arrow building going on. Sandblast is on spy. Is he out? No, he's just checking stuff. So they're already all set up to last. And they're just going to stay there, I guess. They do not want to give up this third round. I don't think it's been that long, Ro, has it?
We've got about, I'd say about 8 minutes left going into this first half. Max. It's been a good exchange of players back and forth. And now the Kritzkrieg is what gets popped off, but it's not going to be enough because May he actually gets taken down by that crit streak, and that's going to be enough to initiate this. They're stacking the point very cleanly. What a great sticky. Completely caught May out of turn. I was not expecting that to work. I heard the first crit sticky go off, and I didn't even hear the Uber drop or anything like that. May just completely side-swiped by that crits play.
Yeah, that is how crits is supposed to be run. If you'll note there, a lot of the frags did not come from the sticky. It actually came from the crit scout. Because once that first crit sticky comes off, either the whole enemy team, or at least most of it, is going to go for your med. And if you can just switch that crits over to a scout who's prepared to aim at people who are moving at him in a direct line, then usually it's a pretty easy kill for them to just grab. I prefer using the pocket soldier, but that's mostly because I'm old school. And wow, we're actually not going to get any halftime either. They're just going into this.
Practically no chance to look over the stats at this moment. We're just going to be getting right into it. Right now, I'm going to be looking at what Dingo can do here, as Gnomercy showing a lot of strength here. Currently 3-1. Or sorry, I got the colors backwards. Feint Gaming is still leading. Dingo, early to mid, able to catch out the early scouts, and also a little bit onto Campy there. Ooh, big soldier spam is able to dislodge the aim on top of the awning there. And oh, Martin Grills catches his own self as he shoots the ground at a very misfortunate angle on top of the patio. And Renga is going to be picking up the first kill onto Aim, who I think is playing Scout? No, Aim is still playing Soldier. I got that mixed up. Renga also picking up on the Slemnish right now. It's looking really good for Feint Gaming, as Goldfish is going to be taking forward. A little bit of a buff, and it's actually a desperate play from Yite, able to pick up May and Campy. Very good picks there as a scout. If you can just get the medic, it's great, but getting the medic and the demo, this is a great opportunity for Dingo and Cookie Jake, as well as the rest of Gnomercy, to hold on to the second point and potentially retake mid.
Yep, as medic, one of the biggest things is, as a fight is being won, don't get lazy and hang back with your demo who's at the back of the group usually. Because if anyone's gonna flank you, you're not able to get to the rest of your team for support. Ranga now is going to be the guy who has to do everything here and block this. Goldfish is gonna go down. Ranga can't get the air shots and dies. So they seed both soldiers and achieve no frags. And that's gonna be a quick recap from Gnomercy.
They are going to be finishing up this midpoint, as Aim is going to be initiating onto the patio with his friend Mr. Slemnish, and Aim is almost all alone. A little bit of spam or extra support, and he could have been taken out there, but Martin Grills is also keeping things under tabs over here in the lobby area, keeping the eyes on the shutter, and the Uber gets forced off by May. Coming in, Campy trying to chase players out as well. Not going to be able to do anything here, as Phelps is pretty much the only thing able to do anything as he picks up onto Yite. Goldfish, who's very low on health and very desperate to do something here, as Renga is also rotating from the other side from Cafe. Might have an opportunity to walk in for free, and he does jump, goes straight for the rockets, doesn't connect onto Cookie Jake. Cookie Jake taking a lot of damage here, but not going to be forced or even remotely pressured here. The cap is going to go off any moment now, and Cookie Jake pops the Uber, doesn't manage to stop the point in time, and Slemnish looking up for Renga, following up on the choke point, taking a lot of damage here. Goldfish doing a very good job of doing these rockets, and it's actually Phelps all the way in lobby, keeping the pressure onto Dingo on the second point. Not going to be able to cap this, but is able to connect onto the Demo Man. Not going to be able to finish the cap though, of course, because there's no time, and now the players can be rotating back as Feint Gaming are going to be able to get onto the point, and Phelps going to rush into Cookie Jake's face, going to be doing so much damage, down to 8 HP, but Yikes, takes down both scouts very cleanly and falls off onto Campy, and now is going to be able to get onto the last player, Goldfish, who is the only thing between Cookie Jake and death. Yikes, picking up his 4th kill for this defensive hold.
We had a lot of really great plays in rapid succession there. So Marm actually got behind and was playing Secret Agent Man for the longest time, waited for the point to be capped, and then bombed in as his team pushed in and just instantly killed May. And that was pretty big there. And then we had the nice big flank play that almost killed Cookie, and then Yite going huge, saving the game. And this round is gonna be Yites if they win this, bro.
Absolutely, but it's not over because Renga is still alive, throwing some rockets in a desperate attempt here Oh, but now with no heals from Cookie, it's going to be a little bit harder to play around this. It's all very low health, but it's Goldfish against the world. They could potentially get this Uber in time, but no, it's just barely going to miss out on it after the cap. Gnomercy's not going out without a fight. They are now not tying it up, but bringing the rounds closer as it is 2-3. But currently in the lead is still Faint Gaming. Oh no, what am I doing?
It's 4-1 now, Ro.
I don't know what's happening.
The color switch is blowing us up. So, it's 4-1, Ro. Take away on this mid. This is the last chance, maybe, potentially.
For Gnomercy to take this over as Faint Gaming are holding on to the strong lead as they're positioning, as well as Goldfish's initiation at the choke point. Going to be doing something here, but now it's Sandblast who might get caught out here. Very low on health. It's going to be rotating over to Happy Ghoul, who also doesn't have an opportunity here to do anything. And now with aim down, they're going to be rotating out. Or with aim down, it's not going to be enough to slow down Gnomercy as they're keeping the aggression over here at the choke point. And now it is Slemnish rushing onto the patio, spots out Sandblast, and the force actually comes off. It's going to be an Uber exchange for some reason there from Cookie, popping a little bit early there. Could have milked it up much longer, I feel. They're able to at least, you know, hold on to the second point with the rest of their numbers, and with Camping just now respawning, that's the biggest reason for backing up. Camping going to be able to put up a defensive hold here as Demo Man. Right now, it's looking good for Gnomercy to at least hold on to some chance of taking things back as Sandblast brings on Slemnish there. And now it's going to be initiation from Goldfish as he's trying to peek the shutter door as closely as he can. Thickies are raining all over the place, and now it's Renga as well as Sandblast pushing forward onto Marmaduke Grills. Not being enough, though. Yite gets taken down, and now it's a great opportunity for Faint Gaming to take onto the point right now.
Yep, they're trying to fight this back because you don't want to be pinned on your last and down 4-1. So they're back out here. They do have slight Uber advantage, but they're taking the roundabout way. So there's a chance that Cookie could get this Uber before the point is capped. Ooh, Phelps takes a big bad rocket right there to start. Cookie's going to take a lot of damage. It's barely alive. No, finally gets dropped. But they have to sack just about the whole team to do it. And all that's left is nothing. They all died. The whole team sold out to kill that Cookie. And it wasn't worth it because now they're back to where they were. And they are going to have 4 players at last, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of peeking in. Nope, they're going to back out.
They're going to play this one by the book, do things the safe way. Yite almost gets taken down. We're rotating down. I've finally squared away, folks. I apologize for all my confusion. The name of the players, or the name of the teams are red and blue, but they're different colors, and it's throwing me off. Gnomercy is leading 4-1, if I'm not mistaken. Marxist, please.
Yep.
Okay, that is exactly what's happening.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening. When you
and they are currently on their second, ready to push into last, and they have all... The ball is proverbially in their court. Crits. And right now they have the Uber advantage.
Crits.
But it's a desperate play from Sandblast with a funky little Bowie knife of a weapon there for a knife. The Kritzkrieg is ready to go, but with a little bit of help from, you know, a little bit of defensive play, a quick bomb or anything, this could be bad. But right now the Kritzkrieg with the rockets are coming through, and it's going to be swapping over back and forth. Goldfish gets taken down by the crit meat shot there, but almost nothing else comes of it. Now they do have the Medic's Uber ready to play defensively and potentially push forward as players are throwing themselves onto the mercy of the point, not going to be able to do anything there. And now the Uber is ready to go forward. Dingo putting up some traps, very desperately trying to slow things down for the enemy team. Faint Gaming need to take this second point as quickly as possible before any chance of a back cap, and nothing, no shenanigans are happening. Renga's got his eye on the point. Now we see a full Uber versus a Kritzkrieg almost ready to go.
Yeah, the big thing here is they know that Fritz is out there unless they've just gone brain dead for the time being. Marma is going to sack himself away, and that's going to get the Uber out. And May's going to die also just for the trouble. So it got that Uber out. Now here comes the crits, but everybody's wisely not standing on the point, so far not doing a whole lot. Ranga's going to die to the crits scattergun, and then Cookie's going to die to Sandblast. So another pretty poor crits.
Phelps, the last player alive, trying to come into the medic. Oh, but wow, Dingo doing a great job of not only taking out Campy, who was jumping in, but also finishing up onto Phelps. And now they're looking to retake the second point. Yite on the point. Renga and the medic alive, trying to build things up. seeing what they can do to hold on to this for one more moment, as they do have a reasonable Uber advantage. Almost enough to make a push happen, because Cookie only just now is starting to get the Uber underway, and they're actually looking to initiate onto the point as Renga is spamming over to Dingo, who might be caught out, completely caught out in fact. They just need to catch him out with any kind of aggression, but no, it's the rest of Gnomercy initiating from the flank, able to get a lot of picks here, and Marmaduke Girls picks up on a May, and is following up with a great amount of heals. It's just Goldfish alive at 5 HP. That's going to be the game. Ladies and gentlemen, Gnomercy 5-1. Very convincing. This is such an incredible overtaking of players in this E-Invite season. EVL Gaming, the last season second seed, are losing to Feint Gaming. Feint Gaming are losing to Gnomercy. I'm excited to see who's going to topple Gnomercy, or if Gnomercy is going to take their rightful place in second, potentially first in this season. What a game.
Yeah, that ending sequence there was great, because Marmaduke went for a backcap play, but they had left Goldfish behind, had Feint. And Goldfish and Marma kind of saw each other. Marma got a little bit of the better end of it, because he was waiting for someone to come out of there. I don't think Goldfish was really expecting someone to just be right there in his face. And so then Marm backs up, takes the health pack, and then the big bombs all came to second, which you were calling. So I don't know what Azazel was looking at. And so there's that. That may have been what the stream saw. And then Marmaduke just flanked behind Shutterdoor and killed the whole team.
Yep.
And because Goldfish had to go all the way back to spawn to get help, so he was in no position to help. It was a great play there to finish off the game.
Absolutely, just a solid pincer root technique, initiating from all different angles and completely collapsing the last bit of Feint Gaming. So with that will complete this match, but there's still plenty of week 2 left to go. We're going to look at these stats real quick. Biggest thing I saw was just the incredible damage output from Dingo. 338 damage per minute.
And on Sunshine, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good, because the next highest damage was from his teammate Aim, who just broke the 10k mark with 270 damage per minute. Incredible frags. I mean, there's not much else to look at than the damage, in my opinion. Goldfish just managed to peak that 10k mark, but overall the damage was just so significantly lower. If you look at the team damage, 7,000 damage practically. So you could say that Yite's damage entirely was... You could say it was negligible, or the entire difference there, but you can also see that in the frags. Yite and Slemnish making about 60 frags apiece, or total. Just incredible work there as scouts. That's a good number to see for your scouts.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I'm not going to blame May, but May had a rough night.
Yeah.
4 dropped Ubers is not what you want to write home about. Not all of them were necessarily May's fault. It's just that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, and that was a rough game. Definitely contributed to Feint Gaming not being where I think they would expect themselves to be. Let's see. Does anything else really stick out to me? Goldfish did take a ton of heals. That's one thing that's pretty interesting to look at, is the heals received. Is Goldfish is at almost 5k, and the nearest next to him is Sandblast at 2.5k. And then if you switch to the other team, the heals are a lot more sparse on everybody else, except for Aim and Dingo, who got 4,000 apiece.
Those heal stats are just very interesting to me. Very good work from Cookie Jake there, as able to work out the best kind of heal stats you want to see. Good heals on your pocket and your dingo, not your demo,
Yeah,
your dingo. And a decent amount of heals towards his flank, and it's amazing how much Yite can do with all those frags, as well as Slemnish with all those frags, and practically none of those heals. Big damage from Slemnish. That's a very interesting stat. You wouldn't think that. You'd think Yite was just on cleanup crew, and for the most part, that's what the stat basically says. But for Slundish to be only 3 frags behind and practically 50% more damage is just a huge, huge testament to how strong the scouts for Gnomercy are. And when you've got the additional strength of Marmaduke Grill's seasoned invite soldier, it's just nice overall. Good team. They've got some good stats there.
Yeah. And that's the story that we're gonna stick to. Is a good team. So, I know we have a game tomorrow. In case you're out there wanting to watch some TF2, and that one's gonna be brought to you by Roe and Corn Pop, and it's gonna be the classic EVL versus Froyo Tech.
This is gonna be a big one. I mean, my entire world will be shaken if EVO Gaming bands together and does an incredible job against Froyo Tech and takes out this victory somehow. But it's going to be a tough one with such a stacked invite roster of Froyo Tech, with the return of Shade, as well as Blaze also not returning, but just, a long-time force in the Froyo brand with Banny as well. It's going to be a very big match tomorrow at 11 p.m. here on TFTV. With that, I guess that's all we have to say. That's all there is to do it about tonight.
Yep, that's all I got.
So hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow for the biggest match of the early season. AVL versus Froyo Tech, our Seed 1 and Seed 2 of previous seasons, going head-to-head. We'll see you guys there tomorrow, hopefully. And with that, we're going to be signing off. Thank you to Azazel for production, and Marxist as well for co-casting with me.
Anticipate